Okay, welcome back. Last time we were playing 9 Kings. Now we're playing more 9 Kings. We got through the first round. I got my first ever victory against one of the bosses, and we're just going to continue playing, and we're going to see how far we can go. So I don't know what the scaling is like. This might be a very short run, but let's continue. What is next, my liege? Let's continue. Oh, there's a warning. Please bear in mind that this is an experimental mode and glitches still may occur. We're actively working on improvements and you can expect frequent updates. Let's go. Let's do it. So this is presumably a kind of endless mode. Maybe. He says, you can now expand your kingdom at any time by clicking on the tower. The chaos has increased and enemies are now stronger. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Click to enter expansion mode. Okay, so now you can buy individual tiles. That's really interesting. So there's a question about, so I'd probably want to buy, and if I leave how do I leave expansion mode? Okay, right, so what I need is a sort of area improvement thing here, a sort of troop improvement thing, and then let's put a bomber here. That makes sense, doesn't it? So I can still only play one card per turn, but I can expand my kingdom. Okay, let's see. King of Nature. Let's see what you got, King of Nature. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Year 34, that was alright, wasn't it? That was okay. Every year adds plus 2% HP to adjacent troops. Well, that looks like that's worked very well so far. My lord, it's time to wage war against another king. Let's go with King of Spells. Let's do that. Accept. There we go. Alright. So, let's put the forest down there. Okay, so we're upping our HP all the time. Let's see. Oh, it's getting bonkers. Look at this. King of Blood. It's all melee. There we go. Wow. 400 troops to the King of Blood. Okay, so I think we've got the potential to expand at the back there. I quite like this bonus. I think it works quite well. Let's go with that. I'm just looking at where to put it. So we've got a back line here with another 4, and so it feels like you'd want to put the cemetery down there, and then put 2 more troops either side, and that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, that would work quite well, especially if there were melee troops that are likely to die very soon. So yeah, that's something to think about. I can only play 1 at the moment. Unit explodes when killed, dealing 10% HP. I don't know, I wonder if you can stack that on the bombers. For now, let's stack that on the imps, and that's going to be, because they run around in the back causing trouble. Mayhem. So that's a nice thing to do. Fighting the rebellion. These guys are tough. Okay, that's they're tough, but they're no match for our mushroom enhanced kingdom. Right. Well balanced melee troop. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Iron Fist doubles critical damage, poison thorns every time enemies attack your units. Those enemies gain 1 poison stack, and then that doubles the maximum HP of all troops. Oh, I didn't know there was a limit. That's interesting. Okay. Every time enemies attack your units, those enemies gain 1 point. Does that mean they get 1 bit of poison? Does that mean they get a constant poison effect? There's a certain amount of this game where it would be nice if there was a bit more information about what it means. I'm gonna go, well, I'm a bit torn actually, because a lot of what I'm doing is based on the idea that I can just maximize my HP forever. So I sort of feel there's a FOMO thing here where I just sort of feel like actually maybe I haven't, maybe I'm coming up against some hard limit. I don't know. Right, so I need to buy some plots. I don't need to buy all of them just now. I'm going to put a cemetery down here. And then I can put soldiers next to it. Soldiers is pretty ideal with a cemetery because those guys are going to die. Quite good to see the imps on the back line getting some poison attacks. Some poison attacks presumably from the elves. Okay, and it's interesting, we don't have loads and loads of troops left. We've only got 188 troops. Oh. Now what I don't know is, so can I upgrade that? No, that doesn't work. I quite like the idea of sticking that in the corner though, so I'm going to do that. The farm is really, really valuable. The farm is the farm's really doing a lot for me. I think this is going to be tough. I think it's going to be very close. I think I might have more success is attacking the back lines with my big castle catapult. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that looked, that looked a bit touch and go for a minute there. Highly defensive melee troop would be perfect to stick next to this cemetery. Right. So the question is, can I expand any further, or is that it? Is that kind of hard coded? See, there's another boss coming up at some point. It's probably a little bit silly to assume that I'm going to make that far, because the difficulty is ramping up quite dramatically. Look at those demons. They're my own mini bosses. Boom. There we go. I don't know what I'd do without these mushrooms. They've just been... Add 9 units, that's really powerful at this point. That is really something. Mangler, cemetery... I don't feel like any of those would give me particularly anything else. So this one's interesting. So I've re-rolled. Quarry adds plus 2% damage to all towers and base. All towers and base every year. That's not really the kind of English we've looked for in Nine Kings. Right, raising destroys target plot forever. Automatically triggers a Royal Council event. Okay, I don't think I want that either. Right, I'm going to leave. I am going to add 9 to the selected troop. But which troop? Which troop? Damage. Hits per second 0.14. Damage 3. Damage 25. Have we got these paladins? Damage 8. The second 0.25. So hits per second. Okay. So they're slow, but they're very so you want the hits per second to be as high as possible. Sorry, you can see my brain struggling with this a bit. Got the idea of these guys getting some more troops. That would be quite interesting. But I just wonder if actually these guys have a lot of health, and they've got a lot of bonuses, so I just wonder that's probably the way to do that, isn't it? Okay, right, sorry, that was a bit of a delay, but it felt like important. Right, oh, the King of Blood. The King of Blood is always like this. It just sort of swarms attacks. There's just numbers at this point. Who knows what's going on? Right, we seem to win that, so that's nice. That's nice. Demon's Altar. I don't think we can level up the Demon's Altar anymore. I don't really want the bombers. I'm going to stick mushrooms in the corner. I think I'm going to choose this anyway. So I think for me the mushrooms have been really critical. So I'm going to be quite loyal to the mushrooms and add some more mushrooms in. And it probably doesn't matter. Another boss coming up in a few years. Honestly, just carnage. I assume this is what I mean. Do you know what? I think having 9 of those extra soldiers seems to have helped. The last 2 battles have been a lot easier than the ones before. That's interesting. And I just wonder, my lord, our diplomats can now make peace with an enemy king. I don't think we're really struggling with either of these, but we're certainly not struggling with the King of Nature, I think. So, right, Demon's Altar, I can't upgrade that, that's a shame. I never use this Mangler. I'm very loss averse. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with that, right. Okay, right. I feel like these demons have just become like bosses in their own right, you know? Oh my goodness, the demons have been killed. Oh dear, this is worrying actually. This is very close, because they might start walking towards my castle. And they're probably quite fast if they... Oh dear, this is a problem. This is very close. I think the mushrooms will take care of that, but they got rid of everything, including the demons. Oh, that was scary. Add 9 units. Oh, I love the mushrooms, but also 9 units to selected troop. Can I use that on the? I can't use that on the demon thing. Gosh, 9 extra demons. That would really be something. I don't know what these numbers mean. I'm sure it means something. That seems like a lot. I think what it means is, I think it must be some kind of singular numeric assessment of the damage that something does, because I do feel like the demons are ridiculously overpowered. The mushrooms are really important, and I can believe that these guys, we added another 9 and they've got loads of bonuses put on them. Right, so let's see. So that should really do quite a lot for that, whatever that number is. Let's see if that works. Right, okay. Maybe it's the damage dealt or something. ridiculous. Okay, wow, did you see that number? It's 125,000. I feel like that's I feel like that's quite important. Right, I'll take the farm. I got no. Okay, right. Okay, so what does that mean? Expansion mode. I can't expand any further. I've not really got anything I can do, which is a shame. It would be really nice to be able to upgrade that. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure if that was damage or something like that. It probably was something like damage. Right. If I could, I would get rid of this, the imps, and I would put the farm on, because I think that stacking of, if you look at it, this is quite important. This, you know, building this up, more of these troops would be really valuable. So I think I'm going to get rid of, actually I haven't got anywhere to put the demon thing, so I'm going to get rid of that. Here's me agonising over this. I'm probably going to get thumped. Right, the next boss, this is the next boss. No? Doesn't seem to be a boss. Maybe it's a boss in terms of the amount of enemy troops. Okay, I'll tell you what, if these demons are, it's actually a bit difficult to tell. I mean, I've still got 53 troops. It's just very hard to see anything because it's just gigantic numbers. Right, battle 1, pick your loot. Right, so I can actually use this card, so that should definitely be my choice, shouldn't it? Can I expand at all? No, I can't. So the only thing I can do, I think the smart thing would be to, yeah, as I say, put one of these bonus cards. What on earth? I don't actually have that many troops to start with, so it's, you know, compared to the size of the armies that I'm up against. Right, how are we doing? Okay, I don't need more. I need more of this. Another farm. My lord, it's time to wage war against another king. I guess there's a question. I've not really played the King of Stone. This could be my undoing, couldn't it? So the chaos level's gone up. I can just get rid of that. It's a bit of a shame, really. But okay, right, and there we go. Again. I mean, I've said it several times during this game and the last game, these mushrooms that scale over time are really something. You know, I've basically lost all of my troops. One thing that does feel a bit underwhelming at this point is my catapult. It just feels like it's just sort of clicking for no reason. You can see that we're not that far off getting destroyed, really. So that was the one thing I could do, is just upgrade these mushrooms. I'm very reliant on the mushrooms at this point, so 231 plus 4 is 499. I don't really know what that means. Okay, so my demons have been destroyed. This could be the end. My mushrooms are putting their troops under heavy fire. Okay. Oh, this looks like it could be the end for me. Destroyed. They've still got 120. That is it. That is it. They've marched into the capital and they have knocked us out. Battle lost. Pick your spoil. I don't think. Does it really matter? I don't want to sound too defeatist. Choose a royal decree. Receive 2 cards, but you can't choose them. Every poison effect is now applied twice. That's worth it. That's worth it. So I've lost a life. It's still letting me continue, I think. So let's continue for a little bit. Let's see where we get to. Okay. Let's see if we can make it much further. We're at year 48 so far. Let's give it another go. Okay, so some extra points. Maybe that one. We've got quite a lot. It's really strong. That demon is just ridiculous. Right, we've got no troops left. Oh, we've got a few troops in the back. That's everything that's stopping them from coming forward. Okay. I'm just hammering my left mouse button. There's 84 of them. I don't think we're going to get rid of this unless there's some really strong late mushroom action. And that's it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Year 49. We've got 1 life left. This is it. Now I don't. This is me hoping that that maybe something's changed, that I can level that up. I couldn't really do anything. The elf, I can't. Yeah, I've got nowhere to put the elves or the other one, whatever that was. The forest. It was another forest. I've got nowhere to put that. So unfortunately, that is. I don't know if I can. No, I can't delete anything without the right card. So I think we're just gonna give it another go. Since I've got nowhere to put this, and it doesn't look like this is going to expand anytime soon, I'm going to get rid of this. Let's give it one more go, guys. Let's see where we get to, and there we go. Okay, giant demons. See, there's 490 plus 499. I'm not hopeful. I think at this point my castle feels super ineffectual. They've killed my demons. They're at 171. I've got 40, 41, down to 31. They're at 167. Oh, I think it's just. I've got no troops left. They've got 160. This is over. Oh dear, 3 in a row. It's just too much. Just too much. There we go. That's my last life. And we've perished. It was a good run, but the increasing difficulty and the lack of ability to upgrade and expand much further made that basically very, very difficult. There we go. Your kingdom's perished. Let's see if we get any rewards for that. Your reign, king of nothing, peasant level. There we go. Any bonuses? Any exciting stuff? Oh, it's like Balatro, or one of those games. There we go. Now we can play as the King of Blood. Excellent. Okay. Well, that's the end of that that level. Do join us again for more 9 Kings and indeed other games. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Do all the kind of liking and subscribing stuff and comment, leave comments. It'd be great to hear what you think about this. And yeah, thanks very much for watching.